All right. Uh, well, welcome to the new year. It's gonna be our first session of this great new year, 2020. Does anybody want to start off on the recap from last session? I know it was probably a big one.
Really not that big, right?
Well, I mean, we did have a 3.5
Well-
hour session last time we played.
It's a
We,
battle.
we
It's a
defeated
battle.
Hugh Janus.
You, Jaina.
We rescued the damsel, my sister. We got the
Damsel,
fuck out.
undistressed.
We met a few people.
Yeah, who'd you meet?
Some half orc. I forget her name already.
Does anybody know her name?
Yes. That Samsara gone.
You got it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
that's the way.
Beatrice Butlow, but you beat me to the right name.
And the wizard we fought last time was Hugo Janus.
Hugo Janus, right? Yeah.
Hugo Janus.
We defeated
and-
him, but he got out.
Yeah, I did. And then did that cool
and
slash.
disappeared.
slash
also
Turned
reality.
his ally into a dragon.
Did.
And I slayed the dragon.
You did. Single-handedly, right?
Single-handedly slayed the dragon.
But bardically inspired.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Revived, mind you.
Oh.
A few of us did go down during
Yeah.
the battle.
Merrick
I
has
mean-
claimed title as party healer.
Okay. We'll see about that.
And then we followed the river Styx.
Yep.
All the
Also have-
way.
Yeah, we also have Siler with us.
Yeah, you have Siler with you too.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool guy. He
Oh, that's
doesn't
right, we did
afraid
do
of
Siler.
anything. You guys ran up, rescued Siler. They were like, "See ya."
Yep.
And
Yes, and Samsara gave us some information about kind of over there and how there was others there, and basically kind of confirmed some suspicion about how they're looking for heirs, it's like true bloods, basically.
Mhm.
Of the original, the Seal of the Six group. Right? That's what she was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we don't know what happened to the others, really.
correct. You know, they
Yeah,
were
for-
taken a couple weeks before you guys got there.
Yeah. That's
Um,
about it.
Cool. All right. So you guys have been chilling here for it's the next day. You guys have been chilling here for I'd say a few days here now. You kind of relaxing, getting your footing. Samsara and Antoinette are eating, bulking back up, looking a little less. What's his face? Siler is looking much better than he was when you guys first saw and rescued him. So what do you guys? What have you been up to for the past few days?
I banged Alpha's sister, and I banged Antoinette.
You definitely
Listen,
did.
he-
She's
Most
just
definitely.
she's
I
just not
mean-
into you. Sorry.
also your dick's probably like 2 inches long.
That's
Because you're a
fact.
halfling.
That's why she's not into you.
Exactly.
I suggested it very strongly.
Oh, with the suggestions, pal.
I didn't say that.
Her pure blood Chadsworthness reflects your suggestion spell.
So you ended up just trying to go fuck yourself in the woods.
Basically.
Yeah. So, but on a more serious note, and so I don't have to RP that anymore.
I'm guessing at a point we probably did talk to her and try to find out her
Okay.
story from when she got
That's
taken.
is that what you guys? Yeah, we could do that. If
I think that would have been a point we did to get her story from basically the time she was taken.
sure, if you want to, we can
Who,
start off from
Antoinette's?
there. Are you guys all there chilling, or is it just Philo? Like
Oh no, we're
set-
all roomed.
Well,
what
yeah,
are,
I don't
like,
know what we're at this
Wait,
church, right?
Yeah, like it's a pretty big.
Is it a church to Paylor?
What time of day is it? Do we just
It
wake up?
is. It is a church to Paylor, but it's
Oh.
one of the older sects. Like you and your family, you were raised on like basically like the New Testament of Paylor, if that makes sense. The
Okay.
one that's been around for like the last 1,500 years or so. This is like an older sect of the the Paylor religion. They just do things a little differently than you. They still worship Paylor, but they just do it a little different way than what you're used to. But yeah, you guys, they gave you board, gave you rooms to stay up in. He's, since Matt's and Antoinette, these are some pretty important people, and you guys rescued a few people, so the priest is, putting you guys up here. He's convinced that Paylor sent you guys here for a purpose, and he is going to do everything he can to assist Paylor.
So, like, what time of day is it right now?
Like, what do you mean right now?
Like, are we? Like,
I'm saying you've been here for a few days, so like, what did you do during the
Okay.
few days you've been here? You know?
Gotcha. Thought we were talking about. Okay.
Nah. You guys basically arrived. It was fucking.
Roomage wise, are we all like roomed together? Do we have separate rooms?
There's just the one room.
It's
right?
divided by sex. So all the
Okay.
males are in one room, all the females are in another. You guys are basically in like a hostel, but like there's two different, like hostel rooms.
Are we the only people here?
There's so
Like,
you've been
besides
moseying
the
around.
believers.
Well, obviously there's the people that run the church, but they get for this area kind of is like frequent to like pilgrimage, because there is also an older sect of the Paylor Church in the like in the southern half of the continent. So typically what they tend to do is they make pilgrimages to each other's churches, and so there's been like a few people, not too many, like one or two were here when you got here, and over the next few days those two people shuffled out and two more came in their stead. But they've basically been keeping to themselves and worshiping and tending to the crops, pretty much.
Suspiciously, though, right?
I mean, as suspicious as a religious person
Not
can be,
everything
so
is suspicious.
So
extremely.
highly suspicious. They're cultists.
Obviously.
I'm not familiar with the Old Testament of Paylor, so I would have given a sermon or something, but
Oh, you definitely
I can't.
attended.
I mean, I'll help. I'll put my little what do I have? I put my altar boy.
little altar boy uniform on.
Let me see.
Yeah, what do you have in your little? You got
Bend
something.
over in the back room for him a little bit.
You would be
Got
honored.
it.
That is the old way.
I just
Alright,
my
just-
vest. Yeah, I put my vestments on and
I'll
just
spit
kind of.
liquid a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's quite honored to have such highly regarded, highborn guests here. But he also knows that you guys are kind of like low key on the run from the crown, in a sense. I assume you guys told him kind of like a low key story about what was going on, or what did you guys tell the priest who was running this place?
Yeah, I'd say low.
I mean, they'd be like super low key though, because I'm not sure if we can fully trust them. I know it's
Oh,
Church
they're
of Paylor
servants
and
of
everything.
Paylor.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
It does.
The humans all serve
Paylor-
Paylor technically though. They all worship Paylor.
Well, yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. So the
okay, yeah. I know
humans
what you're saying,
worship
but
Paylor.
he's a holy man.
I know, but there's corruption everywhere, man.
I didn't talk too much
That's
to
true.
him directly. I let Alpha handle the priest, the religious guy.
We kind of like keep it on the down low.
I'm
like,
gonna also donate a small pittance.
Oh, which he graciously tries
I'm
to
gonna-
refuse it at first, but then he graciously accepts it.
I'm gonna give him.
I'm like in
we're giving 20
like
gold.
our room drinking.
Oh, he is floored by your generosity. But then he says, "Oh, but of course, a noble of such standing as yourself, of course you would have the generosity that you have expressed today, and we here greatly appreciate all you've done."
Thank you, Father.
Do they serve
Or what- are
wine
they-
in Paylor churches?
Shit, yeah, they do, man.
Are they priests too, or are they? What are they called?
Yeah, they're priests. You got the father.
Father.
Yep. What's his name gonna be?
Jedekiah.
No, that's too much. Fathers need to be a good 1-2 syllable
Father-
maxes.
Father Jim.
Johann.
Father Leroy.
Father Brahm.
Brom.
Father
Man
Brown.
behind Brom.
He is a large mustachioed man.
Nice. I like
Well,
it.
you could tell because he's the type of father that actually is involved with all the work that goes around in this place.
He
So
religiously works out.
yeah,
He's big
you've
and
seen
buff.
him out there,
Very.
work in the field. You
Minds
know,
and body, yeah.
yeah, like fucking pick
His
it up.
body is a temple as well as the temple.
That's it. Like he should. This is a very nice temple he is in charge of. It's nice and secluded. It's I don't know if you guys. Let's give a refresher as
Yeah,
to
we're up in the
where it
north.
Oh
is.
yes,
Underneath
yes.
that mountain.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, you guys
Death
we're
Mountain.
up here at the Fulton Sanctuary.
Oh,
Pretty
So
Escape, there we go.
Okay.
that's got the nice lake just down a little bit of the way that you can see from atop because you're kind of up on the hills here. And there's a little stream that goes down, or I guess it'd be a small river, or a large stream that comes from the mountains through past the sanctuary down to the lake down there that you guys can kind of see over the church faces the lake. It's beautiful sunsets. It's really kind of great because it's cool. You noticed in the morning during the sunrises, the sun actually rises behind the stained glass in the halls, or like the Great Hall, where like all the pews and shit are. So like it looks quite brilliant. The sun coming through that stained glass when the sun rises. But yeah, you guys are up here. You have nice. The mountains are around you on most sides, except for really the direction that faces the lake there. So you do feel quite protected up here. All right. So yeah. Where were we?
I figured we got here probably. Alpha had some discussion with the father to let him know what was kind of a base of what was going on and to allow us refuge for a while.
Mm-hmm. And he graciously offered up his sanctuary to you for as long as you would need it. He even said, obviously your guys' secret, whatever they may be, are safe with him. You will, for as far as he knows, you guys were never here.
Well,
Is he telling the truth?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check if you'd like, and I'd also
will.
like you to roll a history check too,
everybody?
because you're all kind of like.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Alpha's like, yeah, sure. This guy, listen to him.
Oh, what?
Oh,
they're solid.
Two
roll, dude.
ones in a row? Are you shitting me?
okay. Arun, this human is sincere. At least, he believes it in himself very well. And I'll let Arun. You kind of know a little bit of the history. You've picked it up in like passing, but you know that typically this older sects of Palor, they're not like well liked by the capital.
Okay.
They have bad history. We'll leave it at that.
Cool. Well, then I leave it to Alpha to tell him whatever he feels. Not intervene at any.
You keep cutting it now, man.
Sorry, I don't know what was happening. I said I'll leave Alpha to tell him whatever he wants to the priest. Tell him whatever he wants about our journey to the priest, and I will not intervene. Stop him.
Yo, I'll say, Father, you know what's been happening, right? Around.
I know the sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
I mean, the rumors. Have you heard any rumors?
Up here, we tend not to hear many things. We don't have many passing through travelers, just a few pilgrims that come, pay their respects, and go. And we try to keep ourselves away from worldly events.
Well, the crown has been abducting certain people, certain families. And my sister was abducted here, so was hoping we could take refuge here as long as we'd like. Sure,
I
I'm
assume
sure a man of your.
they will be looking for you and your kin.
Yes.
Then let us pray that Palor's light shall keep them blinded and shall keep your footsteps in the shadows.
Thank you, Father.
Hey, Father? You got a place I can crash for a bit?
Why,
I'm
of course.
exhausted.
Why, of course, sister. We have great many space. We have much more space than we ever require. So, of course, you travelers may stay here until you no longer feel weary, until your bodies and souls have healed. You may stay here as long as is required. We only ask that you just help out a little with
Oh yes, of
daily,
course. Here,
chores.
a small sum for you on your grounds here. I give him that
And
20. I said.
he says the spiel he said before, because I don't want to replay that.
Okay.
And he says, "Come, let me show you where, and come bring your things, and we can store them away, and we can get you a nice bath into a fresh change of linens. I can see." He looks over Philo. That you are all not quite clean.
Oh yeah. He's crusty.
I rinsed off a little bit in the water at the end of last time.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You guys smell like
Clothes are
shit.
stained from top to bottom. You're rossing that
I've
off.
still got some blood behind the ears. See now?
Your hair is just slicked back, and crusty.
Ugh.
So yeah, he welcomes you inside. He shows you to the rooms, draws you some hot baths. They're it's like a big communal bath. You know, there's two of them. So yeah, you guys have a nice, good bath going on.
Philo in the bath with me.
No, you guys are separated by sex.
Ah.
Obviously, it's the church.
Damn it.
Matt, this is not some sinners, helots, fucking. We're out here murder
That's not
fucking.
the point. Matt's
Tell
trying to
you what.
defend his sister from the rape of Philo.
Yeah.
Listen, whatever happens in the bath happens in the bath. All right. Philo, roll a
I
luck
was-
D100 luck roll.
Seriously?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see what happens.
Another shit roll.
1190.
Wait, just slash roll D100?
Yeah.
Yeah, or do the click D100.
Okay, you're fine. Nothing happens. Just a bath.
Okay.
You don't
Fine.
drown.
You don't drown.
Do I look like Carrie when I first?
Ugh.
Who?
You never saw the movie Carrie?
He doesn't watch
I
movies.
don't watch movies, man. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Okay. It's an old one. I figured he would have got the reference.
Last movie I saw was The Matrix, man.
Oh my god.
That's actually a lie. We watched Hustlers over the weekend.
Yeah, you didn't see Matrix Reloaded.
I
Or the third
did.
one?
I did actually, and I am one of the
Okay.
few people that enjoys the third one.
Who doesn't enjoy the third one?
Everybody pretends it hasn't been made or whatever.
They're losers.
Yeah, fuck them. I love the second one too, the highway chase.
There-
and- So-
I saw that they're making a fourth one and I'm
Oh.
disgusted by it.
I am so excited for that. You have no idea.
Does it have Keanu Reeves in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, might be
And-
pretty good.
yeah. Oh, I'm psyched.
He wrote and directed.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
directing it.
100% what you looked like when you rolled out of the fucking tub of blood.
Nice.
But all right, here we are. So, yep, you guys are well laundered. And we're gonna go. Do you guys do anything before bed?
No,
Eat.
I'm exhausted.
I
It
fucking
literally
eat.
says that I'm exhausted in my
Yeah, you have one tick of exhaustion, I think.
Yeah, he does. Food?
Sure.
Yep, there's it was a simple meal. It's a lot of root vegetables.
Hmm.
A lot of
Healthy.
a lot of mushrooms.
Very vegan.
Oh, I love that.
There's
mushrooms and
there is
carrots and-
there is fish in here, so it's not vegan shit. It's just very earthy, more of
What's
a
that thing
gathering.
called? Like a pescatarian or some shit like that? I don't know. It's the vegan that eats fish.
Yeah, pescatarian.
Pescatarian. There you go.
Yeah,
Pescatarian.
yeah. You guys had it's a very nice meal. It's very rich. Whoever's cooking here is doing a damn good job of it.
Teach me.
So
What is there to drink?
Whatever you brought.
you have, excuse me. There is a small beer. On the if that's basically what's being served around. There is also 1 cup of wine each is poured.
That's it.
Yep. They're not big on the booze here. But hey, you got small beer, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah, not
small
complaining.
beer's good, It's better than dying.
The shit we've been through.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Mhm.
So are we all at the table eating right now?
Yes, sir.
Hey Arun, you don't drink. Can I have your glass of wine there, bud?
Absolutely. I slide it on over to Merrick.
Nice.
So this has been quite the change from going to classes about a month ago now.
Oh. I wouldn't even call this a change. Can't even compare the two, can you?
Kind of my point. Think
All this chaos at best.
like it all happened so fast. Look where we are. Where is this?
We're below Death Mountain. North. Slightly north and mostly west of.
Listen, I wasn't
Chatsworth.
asking for direct coordinates of where we are.
I mean, you're asking where
I'm
you are,
speaking.
so I'm trying to be helpful. Yes.
Nice.
Good old
Never
Full
mind.
Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, it is.
So, Samsara, when was it you were taken? How long has it been since you've been their prisoner?
I've been taken. I mean, it seems like I've been gone for months. What's the date? What month is it?
It'd probably be you said we were here for 2 or 3 days.
Hold on. I
Or
got
is this
this.
the first? Is
What?
this the first day?
What
It's
month is
three.
it?
It's like-
It's 3/15, 23,
Yeah.
2309.
I
Yeah,
got that
15,
too.
exactly.
I was like,
Yes,
wait a
that's what
second.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
That would be the next day, though.
Oh,
That would
it's
Yeah,
be 2
It's
days.
fine.
It's been a
That's
couple
alright. I
days,
mean,
think.
come
That was a long
Honestly,
fight. That fight definitely went through the night.
Dates
right?
don't matter anymore. You guys are out of that weird timey-wimey puzzle, right?
I
was like, it was like 10
trash
minutes.
puzzle. you
Trash
mean?
puzzle.
Cough.
That's all right. I'll get better.
I hope so.
I have.
I mean, it took us a while to figure it out. It's a pretty good puzzle, I guess.
By the time we solved it, it was the next day, so the answer would have been wrong anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. What happens if you guys are going through one and then it changes halfway through and then you're just lost forever?
Yeah, that would fucking
Ooh,
suck.
that's
Holy
crazy.
shit. Don't do that, Craig.
Yeah, I imagine that.
Just go to a different plane of existence and adventure there.
Yeah, or you just wind up in those little islands in the far west over here. You
It's
just
fine.
wind up there.
God.
There's no puzzles there.
Man, we could carve out a living over there.
Yeah, instead of doing this whole adventure, we'll just go out there and roleplay us starting a new life.
Yeah,
We need a ship. We need to build a ship.
Fuck the capital.
I'm down for it.
Fuck
I'm
what's
down
going on
for
over
it.
there.
You guys get
I
back,
wanna
and it's
live a
just
simple
everything's on
life.
fire. Yeah.
There's 99 bottles of rum on the wall. Yeah.
It just looks like Australia.
Yeah, that's it.
By
It's just,
tomorrow,
oh,
you
oh,
won't
guys,
have
how do we
a
get to
little-
Australia, Middle Earth? What? So Samsara says it seems like I was taking my end of the year trip.
Are you cutting out?
Yeah, cut out.
Yeah, you're
Hello?
cutting out a bit.
Hello? Can you hear?
Hello?
Hello? Is
Yeah,
this
you're good now.
is this on?
Yes.
Yes.
I was taking my my yearly pilgrimage to Furodra from Feraldun down in the south. When I was captured and my pilgrimage mates were slain, I was taken by I believe it was Belusion. He didn't talk at all near me, but he didn't need to. I could feel him, feel who he was. And that was the end of last year. So it's been quite some time.
You said Belusion?
Yes.
If Belusion took you, how would you have ended up in the capital?
I was traded. For what? I do not know, but I was essentially captured on the bounty. He knew where I was going to be. I take that pilgrimage every year. Never have I had a fear. I mean, occasionally, a beast, a rogue beast or two may come across our path, but never before have we seen violence like these.
Seeing it was just you they took. As far as you
I
know.
was the only survivor.
See. I'm glad we were able to get you out now,
The feelings are mutual.
and hopefully things will return to normal in short time.
With this, I hope.
Yes, for now, all we can do is enjoy some good food and get a good night's rest.
For now, we
See where
must
tomorrow
rest.
brings us.
Yes, this is, and she reaches down and touches the chair she's sitting in. This is the softest thing I've touched in months.
Not too much comfort in those cells, huh?
Oh, you saw the cold marble, and you felt how cold it was down there. This is so warm up here. It's great.
Good to hear it. And oh my God, what's her name?
I'm sorry, what?
Are we talking about Antoinette?
Are you talking about Tony?
Oh, and Antoinette, you went through the same thing.
Yes, but luckily
for-
I wasn't there for quite as long. I will be honest. I was quite frightened on that trip from to the capital on the airship, but I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I'm out of there. I wasn't told much, and quite frankly, I was ignored everything I said to anybody. I demanded answers, and nobody even
Yeah.
acknowledged.
How could they treat you like that? All these people. Unacceptable. It's not.
What is father?
Valorian.
What's father doing? What is he? I bet you he is just distraught.
Yes, he was. He didn't even answer me. Yeah.
You know how he just locks up. You can't blame him.
Turned into a recluse. Fortunately. I should get a pigeon to him.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea for me to travel back there.
I don't think
No.
it's a good idea to send a message back
No.
either, in case that it gets intercepted.
Yeah, maybe I could find another way to do it. I think there is another way, but I can't.
We could just pray, brother.
After what we've gone through, it's gonna be hard to trust anyone at this point. Antoinette,
Yes.
do you have any recollection of when we arrived there and everything that was going on in the room?
So the last thing I remember before, you guys woke me up, um, was I just heard somebody coming down into, walking in. They didn't say much. I don't know if they really said anything. They just kind of were muttering to each other. And then, my door unlocked, and that's about it. I do think,
So from that point until we woke you up, just nothing?
I mean, I didn't know. I don't remember anything from that point, but I think I do know who came down and unlocked my cell. It was the same. I think it was the same man that came and took Sigmund and Drax. Those. I listened to the sound of his shoes, because, I mean, what else are you gonna really pick up on down there? You're kind of sensory deprived. So he's had the same shoes both times. I only heard those shoes when they came and they took Sigmund, and then they came and they took Drax. I didn't hear their shoes any other times. So, I don't know, maybe I was afraid they were coming to take me when I heard my cell door unlocking.
She said, who, Sigmund?
Yeah.
Sig-
Sigmund
say
and Drax.
Sigmund and Drax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know. Who are Sigmund and Drax? Were they people prisoned with you?
Yeah, Sigmund Tiberius and Drax Cusack. They were there when I got there. And they took them, a couple days ago.
Were you guys able to speak between cells frequently?
I mean, it was tough without really shouting. And we were afraid that, people were going to come back at any time. So we just, we exchanged who we were. Um, we didn't know why we were there. But it's kind of tough to talk with the size of that. We were on opposite sides of that room.
Yeah, just. I think probably best if we get some all well needed rest tonight, and well, we can't stay here forever. But at least for a little while.
All right. Do you wish to skip past dinner now? Are you guys gonna... Anything else you wanted to say during dinner, or...?
I'm good.
No, I'm fine.
Oh wait. I forgot. I went down in that fight, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
dude,
did.
healed.
You got
I
hit with
know,
the big
I
old
know.
dragon breath.
I know I lost track in that fight for a little bit, but whoever came back for me, thank you.
No one came back for you. You were healed.
Whoever
and then you
saved
turned
me.
around and slayed. Yeah. Okay.
No
Whoever
problem,
saved me,
Philo.
thank
I
you.
got you, girl.
Thank you, Merrick.
All right. Does anybody want to do anything before bedtime?
Oh, I also slide over my glass of wine to Merrick when I say that.
Merrick's already the other two. He was like, "Oh, hey, perfect timing."
I tip my fedora.
Yeah, use the third level spell slot and cast sending, and send a message to Father
Yeah.
saying,
Go ahead and read it
Antoine-
out.
okay.
Well, since you're doing that, didn't you
Can
have
you-
like a level 1 spell that you use with your brother to communicate?
I get we don't
No.
know we don't know you're doing it exactly.
No, I'm
but
doing
can
it
you,
afterwards. Like,
Yeah. Could you
How's
link the
that?
spell though for me?
How's that way that you talked to your brother then? Was it the same spell?
yes,
It was like 24 characters or something like that?
Yeah.
25 words.
25 words, that one, yeah. A level 3 spell?
Third level, yeah. And I'm gonna say. Think about it. Let me think about it.
I chuckled at that, Greg.
Wait, what did he-
It's gonna sound very like very. This is gonna sound very military.
I love it. Well, to be
Father,
fair,
I have send aid or send fucking
Gondor needs aid.
Exactly.
Light the torches. Okay, so while
yeah.
Alpha's doing this, I assume Alpha just kind of went off and did this on his own before bedtime. We're gonna go ahead and skip to a little later in the evening. Most of you have gone to sleep, except for Arun and Siler. You two have actually. You guys, we're about to go lay down. Realized everyone else was sleeping, and we're just kind of like, you guys need some, some fresh air. You need to see. Siler really just kind of wanted to see the moon. It's been a while, and he, the moon kind of comforts you guys, It's not a full moon tonight. It's starting to wane because it was a full moon the other night. But it's just you and him. Standing out near the edge of the wood line, I guess, behind the church.
Okay.
Just kind of chilling out, staring at the moon, being elves.
Alright. And like I sent to you, I'm just gonna
Yep.
kind of talk to him about what's happened on the venture so far, fill him in on everything, and then once
I
we're
guess
done
what.
with
So since he is your best friend, like, what part is he like most like? I guess like blown away about. You would know.
I'd say two particular parts: the feather and the fact that the stone was stolen, the stone of wisdom. That's a,
Yeah. He
supposedly
says-
supposed to be a
he says,
heavily guarded artifact.
"Do you still have the stone or the feather?"
Yeah, this is the feather that I found. There's no feather that you can find like this in the wild at all.
He picks it up. He takes it from you. And
Okay.
as he like grabs it, and he kind of like holds it up to like the moonlight. And with that like a kind of a gust like rushes through like just as he does that. And the feather kind of picks it up, so it picks itself up into the air. and it floats, you know, a little while away, and you see it like land into like some brush. Um, so you
Or go.
guys go over, and you know, obviously, are gonna go over and check it out.
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Who's the feather? God damn it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me let Siler roll too.
Thank God.
Oh, these dice are good. Okay, that's an 18 with no bonuses. Wow, these dice are good. So he's like, "Oh, hey, here's the feather." And as he says that, he's like, "Hey, look!" And you see there a. It appears to be a crow. In lying on the ground in this brush. It looks mangled, to be completely honest. Does not look like it is in good shape at all. What do you do?
Wait, what'd you say was there? You call? Well,
Like,
I heard the description of
it's
it.
a
What is
crow?
it's a crow. Okay. Is it still alive?
roll a nature check or health check,
Oh, I don't care.
whatever one's higher for you. Has to be
Health?
medicine.
Medicine. My medicine check's technically higher.
Roll it.
Alright. Oh, wow, I got shit rolls tonight. Jesus Christ.
What the
I rolled
fuck is
2
going
ones in a
on?
row, so.
Yeah, Jesus Christmas.
Has advantage because it's a crow.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll give you advantage because this is cool. And it's,
Okay,
you know what?
beautiful.
Siler's there with you. You know.
Yeah, next time I roll. Fuck it.
No, Siler's there with you. He's giving you advantage because he's dude. You just got reunited with like your best friend for like you haven't seen him in a while, and he's been locked in. How do you think he fucking feels? He's been locked in a dungeon.
Yeah, I know, right? How long has he been in that dungeon? Jesus, I'll ask him that later.
Yeah, well, you'll talk later.
He's the smart one. You're just a fight.
So, let's talk about your roles. When this entire campaign started for like the first 7 sessions.
So he's triggered.
Yeah, yes. All right. It's just barely alive. You can tell it's just barely breathing, but it's breathing.
Well, then I'm guessing you're gonna make me roll again, but is it stable enough for me to pick up and move it around?
I mean, you can try. It's like I said, it looks pretty mangled. Like it's been attacked or like clawed by something. It's got a few feathers missing out of it.
I want to try to like bring it inside the monster to see if it'll heal it, because I can't heal it myself. What class is Siler?
Siler's a ranger.
Okay. Oh, he should be able to do something with that then,
Can
right?
rangers do that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I
Can
don't. I
rangers
honestly
heal?
don't know. I know
the
rangers
subclass.
have like.
Yes, they can. It's their subclass, though. It depends on what their subclass, I think. But I believe they can.
Oh yeah. Easy fucking.
Like
peasy.
cure wounds or something.
Yeah, they get.
That's a good berry.
Druid, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if they could do that too because rangers have like weird spells, you know.
Yeah, they get spells, but it's
I was looking at that wholeness of body is only for yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I already looked at it. Trust me. Trust me, it's already been looked at.
Mindless rage.
Didn't you take?
Yeah,
an
so
L
you know what he's just gonna do? He's actually so he's gonna go ahead and like quick search around the area, and he's gonna like grab some berries and like pull up like a root, and you see he's like quickly like grinding them together in the palm of his hand to like make like this sort of paste.
Okay, that's nice because he has that natural explorer trait
Yeah.
as a ranger.
He's a ranger, you know. Come on, ranger plus elf. He's a woodsy guy, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Guy.
And he basically goes in and he says, Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try to.
Okay, so his first level is he can learn Cure Wounds as a first level spell.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but he's like he didn't
Yeah,
spec.
that's fine.
He didn't spec magic healing. You know, he's not a magic ranger. He's like an Aragon ranger. So he takes this should stop the bleeding. And he goes and kind of like smears it over where you see some blood and some cuts on it. He says we're gonna need something a little more powerful though to heal this up. And I'm
As long
nervous
as-
about transporting him, and because I don't want to just pick him up.
I can go run inside and see if any of the priests are around. See if they can help.
Yeah, go grab somebody. I'm sure
Uh,
someone is. See if Brahm's around or anything.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright.
I go running inside.
All right,
Full speed like a ninja, blowing
me-
a key point. I'm just kidding.
roll me a d20.
D20.
Yo, what's up, man? Arun,
Oh,
what's wrong?
Man.
Throw those dice out. Throw them in the trash.
Fucking, I wish I could. Just throw my computer in the trash. I'll be back in about 40 years, guys.
Yeah,
You're
right.
gonna
my next
use those
computer.
key points and teleport in front of a priest.
That's right.
Yeah. So you run into this portly looking fellow. He's got one of those.
What about me?
I don't like the word.
Me
You're
or
asleep,
me?
I was
motherfucker.
thinking the
Yeah,
same
you're
thing.
asleep.
As soon as you said healer, man,
I'm a
You guys are
healer.
Yeah.
asleep. This
He's
is
asleep.
I'm
Yeah.
asleep. Yeah, yeah.
this is elf. It's post elf meditation. So they're just elf like they're like cats. They're really active right now. Yeah, you find this portly looking fellow. He's got one of those monk like circular haircut things with the bald spot in the middle.
Oh yes.
Bowl cut.
Yeah, it's like the bowl cut, but then
Or
like
reverse bowl cut.
yeah, both of those.
It's the friar.
That's it, the friar. That's the name of it. Okay, he's got the friar haircut going on, and yeah, you run into him. He's just walking in the hall, just minding his own business.
Sir, I hate to bother you this late at night, but do you know any way to heal creatures?
I think I can. How serious are we talking?
It's a crow and it's really badly injured out back.
He looks at you kind of weird. He's like, "Oh, you're serious? Yeah,
Yes, sir, I'm serious.
I sure thought I lead the way."
All right, I lead him back to Siler.
All right, and he says, "Okay, show me the patient." And you point to
Right
it.
down there.
He says, "Okay, stand back. I've only done this on people creatures." And he says, "Oh, Father in heaven, Palor, will you please breathe your light into this fallen creature of yours? Please, Father in the sky. Amen." And he touched the bird, and the bird's its breathing stabilizes, and he doesn't look so beat up anymore. He says,
Oh,
I really appreciate it, sir. Sir, thank you.
he bows and says, "You are welcome,
Such a
elf friend."
such a good opportunity. Could be such a good opportunity for bonding between Alpha and Maroon.
Too bad
but,
your lazy ass is asleep, bitch.
I know you could have worked waking me up.
No. Fuck you.
Fucking build those bridges, Maroon.
Go back to sleep,
burn
Bane
those
and
bridges? Is
Chad.
that what you said? Burn those
Build them.
bridges?
And as this guy is walking away, you hear him say, "Elves."
Weirdo.
So I heard that.
Sorry, I forgot how big your ears are.
That's right. Still appreciate it. Don't judge.
So yeah, now the you got a stabilized little crow. I mean, he's not a little crow. He's a decently sized crow. You got a stabilized crow here. He's breathing fine now. Every like fifth or so breath is a little rough, but he seems to not be actively dying anymore.
That's the good thing right there. Important thing. is besides just being a dying crow, is there anything else like special? Is there like was there like a scuffle nearby or
No, you're not that.
no?
Your 2 of investigation could fucker find out.
I know, right?
That's it.
Well, the
That's-
investigation was to go over there and find the feather.
Oh, fine. You want to roll another one?
Yeah, I'll fucking roll another one, get another 2.
Six.
Hit it! There we go,
Oh,
that's a nice
okay.
one.
Yeah. No, you look around. You're looking around for signs of a scuffle or anything. You only find like a few beat up feathers, nearby. Nothing. There's no like blood. Like there's no. It doesn't look like a fight was anywhere near here. Yeah.
I kind
Oh.
of missed it at one point. Can you guys say where the crow came from?
It didn't say where it came from.
You know, I mean, you just found it on the ground.
Well,
Yeah.
his Siler was holding out the that really nice
The
raven feather,
pristine
Yep.
feather, raven feather.
and a gust of wind came by and blew the feather towards the downed crow.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then my dumbass lost the feather. Good thing Tyler was there.
Yeah, you have the feather back.
I hope so.
Siler has the feather.
We're gonna start
He
talking with
says
Tyler.
he looks to you and he says, "What do you think it means, brother?"
I don't know. Is obviously it flew here for some reason. 'Cause its injuries didn't occur here. I feel like we should report back to our domain. See if we can't commune with the Raven Queen about what's going on.
I do not believe our domain is safe. I agree that we should try and find her, but I don't think we should go back home
Why not?
because we were slaughtered. We were taken by these animals in the capital. were
Inside
pet-
our own domain?
They marched into the forest. We were in a hunting party near the edge of the domain, but they marched right in and it got us. They knew where we were gonna be. It's like we walked right into a trap. How did they know that?
The orc said the same thing. They knew exactly where she was.
Our queen got out. She got away. I saw her get away with my own 2 eyes. You know, the whole burst into 1,000 raven thing. But
Yeah.
she didn't get out untouched, unscathed.
Who could possibly challenge our queen in her own domain? That makes no sense.
Whatever it is, it's something big. And I've never felt hunted there before, you know?
I understand.
And man, I was hunted there with ease.
Did you see who attacked? Like, were they humans
Yeah,
of
it
the
was
capital?
It was the humans from the capital. I mean,
How are they so?
they had some power, you know. It struck down our high mages so fast, you know. It was they struck them first. It was this purple bolt of lightning, and then next thing you know, these big mammoth of men are on top of us with their big ass swords bearing down, and they told us, you know, I had a sword at my throat. What was I to do?
Nothing, brother.
It's all we did, you know. We got out of there alive, and I had no idea that they were going to kill them all. I had no idea that they were going to kill. I can't believe I'm the only one left.
I can't believe that either. I'm lost in what to do next.
I'm sure she's got to be somewhere. I don't know if she's injured or if she's okay, but
I need to find. We need to find her. I
Yeah.
can't just leave her undefended.
I agree. I just wonder where to she went.
I wonder the same. I wonder if this feather is what's going to lead us to her.
It didn't come to you by chance.
There's nothing like this can come to by chance. Nothing so perfect, so gleaming in the moonlight. It's obviously a message, but
He takes a deep breath and breathes out. He says, "Yeah, doesn't that air feel great?"
I bet it does to you. How long have you been down there? When was the last date you remember?
Well, it was I think the fourth or fifth snowfall. We needed to go out and hunt some of the elk that were out there, as they're before they got too thin from the lack of vegetation, and it's been a while now. I mean, when did we see each other last? 6, 7 months ago?
Yes, it's
I don't know.
a long time.
I'd say a little more than half that. Maybe a little less. It's tough to tell. There's no moon down there. No way to tell when or what's going on.
It is true. It's almost. How long have we been journeying for?
About a month.
About a month.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay. So the attack in the forest happened before the attack on the school. Okay. Running my timeline straight here.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy that they went after you guys out of nowhere.
Yeah. I still don't know what for.
They Deal with 6 is all I can think of. They're trying to find all the bloodlines to open this door.
Yeah, but what do we have to do with that?
I don't know. There's only one Elvish bloodline, and I'm not necessarily sure if it's any of ours.
Tell you what, it ain't a Shadakai.
I know it's not. Fuck the other elves. The Ohirs, whoever they are.
I don't know.
Maybe they're scared of the power of the Raven Queen.
Did you guys see anything in the dungeon on the floor I was held on?
No, not really. I mean, we kind of... It kind of found you, and then I mean, there was a bunch of spider webs and stuff, but other than that, not really. We moved down to the next floor to save Alpha's sister. Find the keys to your cells and get you out of there, because the lieutenant wasn't there.
I'm just trying to think where could our brothers and sisters have gone to? What could they have done with them?
Oh, son of a bitch. Actually, now that you speak of it, there was a dead elf in a tub full of blood that seemed like they were draining his blood out.
What?
Yeah. And then this gnome, was it? Yeah, this gnome that tried running away, I caught up to him and he stabbed himself with this purple crystal that they were working on making, it seems like. And he just exploded. But then later on, this wizard stabbed a human with a purple crystal just like it, and he turned into a giant dragon.
He's like shook right now. He's like got his head in his head in his hands. Like, are you saying?
So it would seem to possibly manifesting our blood for some type of transmutation crystals.
Were harvested? Like,
But it seems like animals.
oh my god.
Guessing you were next if that one in the bathtub wasn't there.
Will pay. I promise that.
Oh, I'm going to rip the throat from every human that works in that capital that's behind this, if I can get my hands on them.
They want more Shadakai blood. They are gonna have to take it. I
We're the ones being accused for the attack on the school too. Well, everyone thinks we're cool.
I don't understand these short-lived fools. What are they?
I
No, it's
travel
not-
with
It's not.
2 of them, and I still don't understand them. One comes off racist sometimes. The other one's full of himself and arrogant.
They can't help
It's
it.
just
It's their
Ah.
short lives. Oh, God. We will exact revenge for our brothers and sisters for what has been done. We will find who is responsible for this.
my rage hadn't already been that what it is for us being accused in the first place of such lies and treachery. Being harvested like animals gives me this untampered rage to kill.
Well, you must temper that rage. Temper it like a sword. And we...
Temper it to a
well,
fine point.
Exactly. And we shall drive it through their hearts. Come now. Let us rest.
I agree.
And end scene. Alright.
I fucking hate you, Craig. You're the worst.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what.
What do you mean? You're the one that finally realized it.
I was like, wait.
I don't know, I thought I was being
Oh,
too
it's
obvious
so
at first.
bad. It's so bad. It is so bad, though.
You see,
Oh
you
my
know, I
God,
do
but it's
shit
so
like
good.
that, Daniel.
It's
And
so
now
good.
do you understand why I went so low key on the puzzle?
So brutal.
I mean, there was a lot of other shit going on at that exact
This
moment.
is true.
Yeah.
so
So-
brutal.
You
Little
explain what
details
happened?
like that kind of just like slip through. A single elf in a bathtub that's dead. Okay, well, no big deal.
Pipes leading to the tub full of
So,
big vat
Did
full
you,
of blood.
were you? Did
We
you
had-
just
that
ask?
didn't get explained to me
Garrett,
first of
did you
all.
just ask?
at that time because I was chasing after a gnome immediately. I didn't have time to just look around.
Yeah, but I'm picking up on what's going
Yeah,
on.
it kind of seems
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're. It kind of works as like a double whammy because their Shadowkai are being blamed for this, and they're being
Also
used
used.
for the power for this. So it works
Yeah.
in a couple ways. Not in any way for the Shadowkai.
No, that's just
Oh.
bad news.
It's just all bad news.
Bad news bears.
All right. Does anybody else have anything scenes they want to do?
This is still at night, right? Not the morning.
Well, I mean, we can really
You
slot
guys-
it in. Like, it's pretty open. Like, you can play it in whenever you want to. You guys are gonna be here for at least a few days.
Okay, I do for one of the mornings. But I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah, take a whiz. I
I
gotta.
also want to start one name first.
I already did mine.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that one for a while. So.
I know, right? I want to go find the Raven Queen so badly. It's like fuck
Yeah.
everything else.
Hey, I'm gonna add that to the goals. By the way, on the pages, find Raven Queen.
Because
So
my
do you
fucking
have-
character is 100% like.
Yeah, we're gonna redo the goals, by the way, for the next.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you probably have an idea where you want to bring this now?
Well,
Going into this game, right?
Oh, are you kidding me? I have 3 sets of rails ready to go for you boys.
Oh, okay, 3 sets. Okay.
I don't
cool.
care what anybody else thinks. My character's going down the rail that leads towards the Raven Queen.
Yep, I know.
Period. End of story.
Hey, weird. I don't even have to railroad you. I just
Yeah,
wound you
well,
up, pointed you in
that's
a
just-
direction.
That's how my character rolls. He literally serves Raven Queen to the
See,
bitter
people
end.
say railroading because they've only been railroaded badly. I know how to railroad you guys kind of okayly.
Mm.
Carrot and a stick, you know?
fucking my character's idea is literally to serve her to the bitter end. If she's in trouble, bucket, all everything's gotta be dropped, and I gotta go. Matt's like, I didn't find out about this before we found Antoinette. I'd have fucking left.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, I would have. Fuck the humans.
Not all
Yeah,
humans
I
are
got a
bad.
plan to keep you all going on the way I want you to go.
Not all humans are bad.
You're right. Ryan is just racist, and you're just full of yourself.
So, Craig,
Yes.
this isn't roleplay necessarily, but I stayed, since we're resting here, I
Yes.
stayed up late and I'm like conscripting a ballad
Of what happened?
of, yes,
I love it. I expect
I'm
that.
working
Ooh, yeah, that's cool.
on a master crafted
Your masterwork.
adventure song.
Your your Ninth Symphony.
First symphony, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
And it's only a lute, so it's not much of a symphony.
It's a magical lute. I mean, you can make other sounds with it, right?
That's
it's
true.
true. Minor
You can
illusions. as
suggest
many as
people
you
are
want.
hearing other things. Exactly. Minor illusions suggests they're hearing things they're not hearing.
No, I have other spells for that.
You should just
stuff.
bring around. You should just bring out one of those contraptions where it surrounds your body and you can play multiple instruments. With like,
One of those things.
like one hand, two hands. You can do one
I
with
have to
your mouth.
acquire the different pieces
Yeah,
of the
that'd be
magical
cool, dude.
instrument.
That'd be
Guys.
magical.
Guys,
Holy
guys,
cow.
guys,
Such a
you're
cool idea.
blowing up what I already had planned. God damn it. I was going to have them assemble the
New
Voltron
goal.
of instruments.
That
I got a new
statue out
goal.
front is gonna come to life.
Taylor?
So fucking random, Ryan. He's coming to this conversation. That statue's gonna come to life.
I'm gonna take its head
I'd
off right
bow
now.
before it.
We're surrounded by Ents. The trees all stand up.
Matt, as you bow before it, a little dot of light comes out of the forehead of the statue. There's a couple circles around the statue, and then boops into your forehead.
Really?
Yep.
Taylor
Have
has
never
blessed
experienced
me.
anything like that before in your life.
Taylor has blessed me.
Joke's on you. I had a laser pointer.
It was
What
a
does it mean,
soft.
Taylor?
It was a soft yellow gold glow of a dot. You know, like
Ooh, I'd put my holy symbol up and meet my holy symbol with it. Do I
well, it already
transform?
zooted you into the forehead.
Okay.
It was
I
quite quick.
cast a minor illusion to continue the charade and fuck with Alpha.
As you try to do that, you see the minor illusion, but Alpha does not.
He doesn't see it,
Correct.
though. He said,
Correct.
"Are his eyes open?"
Yep. Just like,
Just
oh hey.
Can I make
Hey,
it
Merrick.
make a wooey sound like?
You just you just say
Am I
woo Alpha.
entranced? Am I entranced?
No, like you just you don't notice these minor illusions that he's trying to. Because are you like trying to make that noise come out of the statue?
Yes.
It does not. You hear it. He does not.
Oh, it's a magical statue, maybe?
So Alpha just sees Merrick waving around, going, "Ooh."
Yeah.
Wait, does he see me?
I don't know. Are
Just
you
not
hidden?
the illusion?
I mean, if you're just out and about, wiggly dillying, then yeah. But he definitely doesn't see the illusion that you're trying to cast from this, like on the statue.
What's the statue made of?
Is this in the morning he's doing
Stone.
this, or at any time?
I don't know. When did he?
Probably in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of the guy that kind of gets out there as morning lights on the. I mean, the sun rises from the other way, but
Daylight's burning.
yeah.
What if I try to move it away from the statue towards Alpha?
Well, I mean, Alpha City was like right in front of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, here's the thing: you don't know he can't see it.
That's true.
You know, you're just like, aw.
All right, I give up because this is boring. Because he's not like responding at all.
um. Looking. I offer. What would offer up a like what's it called? Small pittance to the statue.
Oh, you just put it in the cup at the bottom?
Is it surrounded by water at all?
Yeah, I'll give it a. Yeah, I'll put a little bit of water feature in it around it.
Toss a gold piece in the water and make a wish.
All right, whisper me what you wish for. All right. Anybody else doing anything fun?
Yeah, this probably the first morning. I imagine I went to bed pretty early.
Oh yeah, you were like
After all
food,
of that.
delicious.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, but I also woke up pretty early.
Mm. Oh yeah,
And-
there's church bells are at dawn.
Yeah, so
You're
I
up.
woke up pretty early and I get ready, grab my. I take Forgetting her fucking name.
Antoinette?
Nope.
Samsara.
Samsara.
Samsara. I go to her bedside and I take her hand to wake her up.
Okay.
To say I sleep and I've a lot on my mind. I want to go into the woods and he asked for some helps and I saw their wood pile was a little low, so figured I could get them some for me and I'd like you to just keep me company if you would.
Yes, I will do this. I need to go out foraging as well. We could kill two birds, one stone.
Would be perfect. And as we walk out, I ask the father. I kind of let him know what I'm doing. I saw your pile was a little low, and you asked for some hands around here.
Says yes, my child. Thank you. It was the end. Winter ended recently, and we have yet to begun to stockpile back up for next season.
I figured I could help with that, but I'd like. Is there any place you'd prefer me to start? I don't want to take away any of the beauty of
No,
your land.
just don't take any young ones or those that are not ready to be felled.
Yes, I am. I have a very good eye for that.
Good. I knew you would. Paylor be with you.
And I'm gonna go out.
Say it back.
No, I do not say it back.
God damn it.
So I just say thank you, Father. And I'm gonna go out and imagine at some point maybe I'm chopping and I'm talking to Samsara.
Sure.
She's
She-
just
she-
sitting in the grass somewhere,
No, she's actually rooting around.
rooting around. Okay.
Yeah, which you're kind of confused because she has a fucking blindfold on.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get this wrong. You said
blind.
she was basically from the southwest there, right?
So
area.
yeah, she said she was originally from this. She's part of a nomadic triad. She actually led into you.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a seer of the nomadic desert clan down there. But she pilgrimages all over the place.
Yeah, I said the conversation was like, so before you were taken, how have things been in your homeland? Has there been any changes lately? Everything been running normal?
This pilgrimage was my last planned pilgrimage was actually my first time back in my homeland. This year, I tend to only go back there once a year. I have found myself a new home, and hopefully, I can return to there quickly. It's
During your travels, do you meet a lot of different people and villages,
Oh,
or
do I
of your
meet-
of the orc kind?
Orcs,
Your kind?
not so much. Orcs keep to orc self. Most places I go, people are curious, but they are not alarmed because, and she points to her blindfold, these this takes away a lot of the edge. And I can, most people don't mean harm as long as they see I am not a threat. There are few out there who, I do have to go hooded, but I tend to go hooded as much as possible anyway. I don't want to put blatant targets on me or my friends' backs, but I suppose that is in the past now, and targets have already been struck.
See, I've had some concern about some friends of mine from a similar area,
Oh, where are
and
you
this
from?
is the second time I've heard Belusion's name within this month, and the first time I heard it, it's when we got brought into all of this, when the school was attacked.
Yes, he has
We
big
heard
shoes to fill.
That it
He
was him
is-
who attacked the school.
He is a spirited one, to say the least.
Spirited.
Maybe a bit too spirited.
See, he seemed not happy enough with the power he already has. What do you mean by spirited? Like he
She chuckles.
wants more? He's already the king.
Yes, but king of what? King of the desert? Would you want to be queen of the desert? Or would you want to be queen of everything? You, I suppose, might settle. But him, I don't think he will settle for anything. But there is something else, I think, unnaturally driving him. Something dark. I could see it in him, I could feel it in him, but I do not know what. It is unfamiliar to me.
Drive for power.
Something more than this. Something deeper. I do not know what it is. I do know it is not orcish.
I would
Yes,
just feel like no, I haven't seen her in so long. I just hope Mesharag is okay. Do you know of? I know you don't know many orcs, but do you know? Have you heard this name?
Give me a name again?
Mesharag or
No.
Borba?
No, I do not, unfortunately.
No. Okay. He says he was from the same area.
They all look the same, right, Ryan? God, right, Philo?
From the same area.
Racist
Linus?
ass Philo, god
I did
damn.
not
I'm
mean to
just
do that.
checking.
I
'cause
know every white
you were
guy
down
in
in that.
Baltimore.
You're in that same area, and they were also near the outskirts, and not so much.
I
deep desert.
I do not know why you are over explaining yourself.
No worries. Worries. And I'm hacking away at the tree, of course.
Ryan goes into a rage, takes it on the tree.
Yeah, but you see, she's like expertly like foraging for like rooting around in the dirt. And then you see her pull up this this weird looking plant. Doesn't look like any plant you've ever seen around here. But then again, I don't really know how much you know about around here. But she says, "Ah, I have found what I am looking for.
And what is that?
This is this root. When you boil it with water and you drink it, you see things. Would you like to try?
Did you cut
You
out
cut-
right
you
there?
cut
'Cause
out.
You
said
cut out pretty
all
hard.
we
Oh.
heard was you drink it.
Oh, you drink it and you see things.
I'm still a little curious about how you see things. How do you know what you just found?
Oh. Ah. Yes, it is true. My two eyes, and she pulls up her little, blindfold thing, and she kind of opens her eyes, and you see they're all just like milky, for pupils. She says, "These two eyes, yes, these two eyes are blind." And she closes her eyes and puts her blindfold back on. Then she taps her forehead. She says, "But this eye is opened wider than any of your eyes could possibly be. This is my gift and my curse. This is why I am a seer, and it's what I must do for my people. But what kind of seer leads their people into a trap?" She kind of like trails off.
You said she trails off?
Yeah, just like kind of like stops talking.
Well, is this something you were born with or you developed?
I have not seen the light of day my whole life. I feel the light of the sun on my face, but I have never seen with my two eyes, no.
I lean my axe against the tree and I kind of walk towards her. But I do walk towards her. I kind of walk towards her. I said,
I kind of walk over,
yeah. Say, maybe someone I can tell this to might have more of an explanation. I don't understand what's been going on with me. Some nights I have dreams and they're so real. And it's not just the fact that they're so real in the time, but there's always some truth to them, to what happens to me in the future.
She, you see this sly little grin go across her face, and she says, "So maybe what I said before was not so true. Maybe your inner eye has opened a little. Maybe it only works when you dream. For the dream world, it's easier to do these things in the dream world. Maybe you can learn to open your third eye in the waking world. This will be no easy task, but if what you say is true, then you may yet have the gift."
I hope it's something I can get into control, because I'll tell you right now, it scares the hell out of me every time. I don't know if the ones that I get, I know they feel more real, but it's hard to differentiate what's real and what's not anymore. Any of this, look at this. I was in school a month ago. And I fought a dragon last night.
You have come far, Seeker. But this is your destiny. This is your fate. You will do great things. I see it.
Well, that's true. I hope I'm ready for it.
No one
I-
truly is.
Just nod and imagine that she knows that I nodded. She probably does.
Yeah, you think that
Then I
yourself?
pick up my-
Fuck it.
then I
You know, who
pick-
knows?
Yeah, and then I pick up my axe and start chopping again.
Cool. Chop, 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 chop. Alright. Does anybody else want to do any scenes? Want to ask anybody questions? Want to get jiggy with it?
Merrick's gonna sneak in.
What did my
Antoinette's room.
father respond with?
Oh yeah, let me sorry, that was on my other screen. Let me type that up.
Oh, is that instant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's instant.
Yeah.
Damn son.
But I fucked up
Son.
Or did you though, Matt? Or did
son,
you?
because
son.
I also didn't tell him to
I was gonna say, son, come back to the
25.
capital immediately.
25 words. I didn't tell him it was 25 words. It was.
Weird.
Hey, Craig.
Yes.
We're at the capital
Um,
state.
Where was Philo and Samsara talking? Was that like in their room, like privately?
Oh, they were out in the woods chopping. She was Philo was chopping wood, Samsara was rooting around for that dream root.
What did Samsara do after that? She come back or is
She
still
came
there?
back, went to the kitchen to prep her asked somebody to prep the root for her. And she's just kind of chilling, meditating. Why, do you want to talk with this chick?
Sort of. I want to cast detect thoughts on her.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay, so how are you doing this? Because she's just kind of like sitting outside meditating.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit there meditating too. She can't see me.
So but there is like a verbal component to that spell.
So I'm sitting at like a distance back from her and
Alright.
like humming it to myself,
Okay.
like I'm trying to come up with a tune or something, like leaning up against a tree.
Okay. You're gonna use detect thoughts right now when she's meditating. Perfect.
Yes.
All right.
What could go wrong?
You do it. Put it to chat again for me.
What do you want me to do?
Put the
Link your
spell in
spell.
chat. Yeah, link the spell in chat. All right. So you initially learn the surface thoughts of that creature. What is on its mind most in that moment? So because she is sitting there meditating, there is nothing on her mind. You actually see the picture of a vast desert. Sand everywhere.
All right. I want to see if I can go deeper.
You want to probe deeper. Okay. Must make a
Yes.
wisdom saving throw. All right. What does she have to beat? She rolled a 17.
I think she had to be like a 3 or something like that. Is she like 8 plus her proficiency plus her wisdom?
Is it my spell save DC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's 16.
that was 16. Beats it. She now knows you're probing into her mind.
She knows either way if I try to go deeper.
Tweak
gonna
can use
show-
an
she's
action
gonna
on your
show
turn to
you.
make an intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends. She's gonna make an intelligence check. That's a 16. So you do an intelligence check.
What? That's so cool.
I'm just gonna like fail. Like,
Okay.
give up on it.
What are you thinking about?
I'm like curious as to what she's thinking about, so I'm trying to read her mind.
Yeah, but why are you curious as to what she's thinking about? And roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yeah.
All right. You didn't pass. So she probes deeper. Why? Why do you want to know what she's thinking?
Because she's a prophet and I want to see like my future,
Okay.
or why, like what
You want to see if
She-
she's thinking about
she
your future.
knows more than she's been saying. I clearly know that.
Yeah.
So I want to know what she knows that she's not telling.
Okay. You know she just like all of a sudden you realize, oh shit,
And-
she just flipped that
wait.
spell around on you.
And like no, because I like knew either way she was gonna know that I was detecting her thoughts. So like part of this is like I know that she can communicate with her mind. Like I'm just trying to like, hey, like what's going on? Like I'm pretty much asking her the question via this detect thoughts.
And now she understands that because you were thinking it.
Yes. And now you understand it.
And
'cause I
she's
poorly explained
and
it.
she says, Merrick, there are nicer ways to do this. You could just come sit next to me and ask.
But this way is more fun. And then I go over and sit next to her.
Now, what is it truly you wish to know?
What is my involvement with this whole
You know.
party, charade,
You know what it is.
scheme?
You know what it is. Come on.
I'm here to bang Alpha's sister.
You say this, but this is not truly what it is. Come now, Merrick. What is it you are on the quest for? What are you looking for? You try and hide behind. You say it's just the booze, you say it's just the parties, but you know it's something deeper you are looking for.
What does that mean? Just tell me the answer. Stop being cryptic.
No, I get to be as cryptic
Why
as
are
I
you
want.
prophets always so cryptic?
Because it would be too blunt. It would ruin it if we just said it. You know? Come now, Merrick. Do I really have to spell it out for you?
Yes. Please.
What is the first thing you did this morning?
I got drunk.
Right, but what is the first thing you did of value this morning? You did it frantically. You did it. You couldn't even control how fast it was coming out of you.
How do you know that I masturbated this morning?
I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking going to the bathroom.
Everybody masturbates, but again, this is not what I think of. Not what I speak of. What are you the master craftsman of in this? Of
I
you've
want to
self?
write a song about our adventures.
You've been on other adventures before. Many, but have any of them been like these?
Nah, when Philo killed that dragon with that spear, that shit was dope. I have to write a song about that.
I'm pretty sure I know what Craig's trying to get at here now.
Oh my god, I'm
Took me
dead.
a second, but
I'm fucking dying.
I'm sorry. Continue.
But why is a song about this adventure so important?
Stories are one of the most important things we have. This is no ordinary quest, and I'm sure you will figure that out soon. Merrick, you have a purpose. You know your purpose. You know it through it. It calls to you in your soul. You will be okay.
That's so good. I like it. I gotta say, I don't think you guys weren't saying anything, but that's like toss a coin to your Witcher shit right there. Stories become legend.
He's our fucking Jiminy Cricket to our Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Except he's better than Jiminy Cricket.
Who's
I'll tell you
that?
I'm not really a conscience.
If
per
Merrick,
se.
Okay.
if he doesn't create a song that lasts through the history, it's like this whole adventure will never happen anyway.
The reference is a Kingdom Hearts reference, so if you guys haven't played that game, then you'll never understand it.
Played the first one
That's all you need to play. Just one of them.
years ago.
Doesn't matter. It's just one of the reference. It's just one of the games you'll get the reference. When I say that he's the Jiminy Cricket to our Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I got that part, but all right, what happens next?
I didn't know if there's more to this interaction or
Nah,
not.
she continues
Oh.
meditating.
Okay.
Unless Merrick.
That she meditates real good.
Like, Merrick tried to read her mind. It was just a desert, man.
Desert. Who
Empty
can do that?
desert.
Who can make it a whole empty desert?
Yeah, no, most people could try, but, you know, there's a feature there. She's just endless sand.
I play an Middle Eastern tune.
Oh, so like a nice woodsy,
Yeah, like gentle.
whole, like folky.
Just relaxing
This-
like we're hanging out.
Mideast is what? Oh, it's a mountain tune, actually. Wait. No, Hilgarth is in the Mideast.
Is in Hilgarth everything?
At the academy, I mean. Alright. Alright. Yeah, she's digging the jam. Okay, have to send a whisper.
I like how Antoinette, the one that we've really gone to save this whole time, is the only one we haven't.
Sorry,
He's a
I'm doing
useless
important
human
shit
girl.
right now.
What the fuck do you want us to do? Talk to him about, are you okay? Did they touch you somewhere naughty?
I'm doing very important things right now.
Just letting her sleep. Tired.
He's not sleeping. That fucking church bell woke her ass up.
I'll tell you what, if I'm
Yeah,
tired,
she's been
I could
helping,
I could sleep through fucking church bells all day long.
She's been helping, tend to stuff around. She knows how to keep a place good, you know?
That's alright. The real important character.
So for this church, like, they don't normally have, like, there's no one that comes to pay respect. There's no.
Like I said, there's really.
I guess there's not many followers to the old.
That's exactly it. You know, there's
Anymore.
not. Yeah, there's not a lot of people that do it anymore. But the people that do are like fucking devout AF.
So they're the ones that are basically the ones that are still are the ones like basically holding up these type of.
Yep. There's only like two prominent sanctuaries of these left in the continent, but
Okay.
you know, there are little smaller ones, but
Cool.
this is definitely like the. It's not the bigger one, but it's the nicer one.
Oh, and just in case, like I don't know what the plan is for the next time, in case we're moving on or something. When we're all grouped at one point or another in this, I do have like one more thing I wanna play if that's set upable.
Sure, we could do that. We'll do it at some point.
Before something happens where we leave this place. When you have one of the ancient elementals burst through the ground where we're standing in the sides of a mountain.
God damn it,
There's a plan. I know it.
Ryan. Why? Why do you always guess?
The mountain is actually an old earth elemental.
Aren't they all? And we all live in the side of a big blue-eyed giant named Bob.
I mean, prove it wrong.
Exactly. So, yeah. Does anyone else want to have any good interactions while we're here?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
kind of
typing something
annoying
right
me
now.
a little
Sorry.
bit for that the
good.
top. You can see behind the statue. What does it kind of look like is hidden there?
Oh, I know exactly what it looks like. It's in there.
Do you know what it looks like?
Well, do you know?
Motherfucking Triforce.
Yeah.
It looks like a fucking truck.
Because this is the temple of time, you dipshits. Well, where do I get all my good artwork from video games? Right?
Oh, it is? Oh,
It
You're
is.
just now getting that?
I damn, I'm an idiot.
I already figured this out earlier, but you're like, how do we get into a dungeon?
Yeah, I pull all my
Shut
good
the
stuff
fuck
from video games.
So much good stuff there. Alright, well, Matt's preparing that. I'm gonna go pee again.
Copy.
It's so fucking cold. Going to hell with you.
Did I miss anything?
Oh, you missed a lot.
I feel like I didn't.
No, Matt and I have just been,
We've been conversing.
chit chatting.
My sister up yet?
Oh yeah, like I said, she's been derping around, helping
Derp?
clean, prep, do
Sister.
some linens.
Sister,
s-
how do you feel?
oh,
Okay,
brother.
okay, I
Call,
got out of bed.
gross, dude. Are you one of the people that call your sister? Dude, use your name.
Sister?
Stepsister.
Oh, brother, I'm so glad of you to rescue me. How can I ever repay you?
Oh god.
Well,
Now I see where this was going.
did you get it? We need to keep the bloodline pure.
Well, obviously it's not very pure with you. You got some weak ass shit going on.
I'm the second born, alright? That's why.
Them fucking beta genes.
Yeah, that's right. Beta.
Right? Beta is the second, right? So, shit, I should have been firstborn.
Obviously.
Clearly, it's.
But your
hasn't-
younger brother has
the
stronger
alpha
genes
hasn't
than you.
manifested itself yet.
All
That's what
right,
I'll say. I'm
continue.
still young.
Let us know when your
Um,
balls drop.
Oh my god, if
I
Alpha's
know.
balls dropped, he'll be like 8'10".
I know, right?
That'll never happen though. His balls are fucking
Yeah,
shriveled
I
up in
know,
there.
but you know why? Because Paylor's holding them up, because the
Dude, you'll
goddamn
have-
world will
you'll
end.
have to manifest some deeper voice.
Mere
Dad's balls
mortals.
are some other creature's universe.
Macho Man, Randy Savage voice.
That's it. The Alpha's Macho Man Randy Savage. Alright. Yeah, so you guys are talking.
So, sister,
Yes, brother.
I think it'd be wise for you to stay here for the time being.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm going to. Have you talked to father at all?
No. Tried to send a message, but I think they're running interdiction between me and father, so I'm unable to
Okay.
send.
Well, hopefully,
They-
father's safe. Yeah, I figure I'll lie low here for a while. I'm sure.
I'm
Father Brown won't have a problem with that.
I'm sure he won't. Seems like a great guy. I am concerned about father. I'm not sure what our next plan will be, but I do want to check up on him and Archibald.
How are you gonna go there?
I don't know. I really want to, but see where the party wants to go.
I mean, what do
I'll
we
have to
do?
converse.
Do you know what to
That's
do
it.
next? I don't know what to do. I mean, what can I do to help?
Best thing you can do is to stay hidden.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll blend right in.
I would even cover your face. Put a hood on.
Yeah, any one of these pilgrims could be a spy for the capital.
Um, feeling okay?
After eating, yes, I seem to have regained some of my strength. It was just so cold down there, and it feels so much better to be back up here where it's warm. I think the cold more sucked my strength out than anything.
Yeah, it'll do that. Well, I'm glad you're alright. I give her a big hug.
She hugs back deeply. She says, "Thank you for saving me again, and thank all your compatriots too."
I will. And also Paylor.
Of course, praise Paler.
And I walk away.
All right.
I don't know. I guess I'll just ask. I'll ask Father what I can do around, help around, around the place. Any tasks?
Yeah, just basic shit,
He tells you to call him daddy.
Kill 10 wolves.
Yeah, the wolves have been really a problem for the church lately. He's gonna need you to go out there and get 5 wolf pelts, actually. Watch out, not all of them drop pelts.
Oddly enough.
I already have some. We
Weird.
can cheat this quest.
Look, I already did it. Oh, thank you. Oh man. Yeah, this will not turn into WoW.
Kill Ragnaros the Fire Lord.
collect these are roll. You missed. All right, roll again.
I attack again. I attack again. I retreat.
You didn't find one. I look again.
Oh, the corpse disappears.
Yeah, but I was only halfway done skinning it.
Oh, all of a sudden you get ganked by a level 20.
I'm gonna hack at a dead
Right.
body to raise my axe skill.
Oh God.
All right, though. Is anybody wanting to do anything else before?
You answer that question.
What one?
All right. It's important.
What question? I'll answer
I
any
whispered
important
it to you.
questions. Oh,
This is a vital important.
that's how you spell that word? God.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I'm pretty sure it's not, but you know what it means.
Yeah,
Fuck that
okay.
shit, Ryan.
That's fine.
Jesus.
Oh,
Well, he knows what I'm not gonna Google how to spell just in case, just for his.
fair. Fuck. What was it?
You did. I don't think you didn't. I don't think you said what it was.
I didn't?
I don't think so.
Said what was?
There you go. How's that?
That works. That works. Perfect.
It's made of marble with nice gold inlines, like accenting it,
Okay. Sounds good. Are we gonna do that scene I talked about tonight, or no?
What scene? What was it?
Just like maybe one night of us again all eating a meal together or something like that.
Yeah, we can do that, sure.
Okay,
do-
that scene.
We do one more of those, and then
Or something like that.
Then I'll get the
anything
ball
where we're-
rolling.
Yeah.
I'll get. All right. Yeah, let's do one more of those.
First, we say this like our. Do you have like a plan? Can we like say this is our last dinner and then we're exploring even though we don't know where we're going?
Okay, so you want this to be your last dinner?
What's my
I'm
last
down
dinner?
for that. It's up to you, everybody
All
else.
of are
to
gonna when the dinner came around.
Well, I mean, we're
before
gonna
Ryan even
discuss that
suggested
right
it.
at the table, aren't we? We're
Well,
gonna
yeah,
discuss
but well, I mean that's we
I
we
was
could
making this my
yeah.
last dinner here. Period.
Well,
End
the
of story.
party's splitting, so
that. Clearly.
Apparently.
Hey, the Raven Queen's in trouble.
I mean, that doesn't mean the.
That's how it means
Doesn't
I'm
mean we
leaving.
have to go there right away.
My
Well,
character trait.
it doesn't mean we don't have to go there. It doesn't. We have nowhere else to go. Someone could talk
Well,
about
Craig,
it.
I mean,
That's
we
why I'm
might
saying
just-
this is my last dinner. I was
Okay,
gonna
this is
say
our last dinner.
during
Okay, all right,
this
let's
dinner
move, let's
that
move
I'm
fo-
leaving.
all right,
We
but
have a
yes, this is
few
our. All right,
different
so we all agree. We
paths.
all agree. This we're leaving tomorrow. This is our last.
That's why I was
dinner.
like,
Yes,
this is going to be my last dinner. So I was going to make a mention that I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Yes, Craig.
Okay.
Okay. As I'm walking,
I was not just
to
going
the
to leave
dinner table, I'm
unannounced.
taking this. I'm taking the
Again.
sculpture out of my. As I'm walking to this dinner table, I'm taking the sculpture out of my bag, and I want to present it to the father of the church and tell him I think this is where this belongs. We found this on our adventure, and I think
He says,
there's no
"Oh,
greater place.
my, what an honor! Thank you, my sister. This, we will cherish this here for all of eternity, I hope. And I'm sure Paylor thanks you for this. Paylor be good.
Thank you, Father, for your hospitality.
Oh, of course, I love to help any children of Paylor upon this earth.
By the way, just so you guys know, the statue I looted from the sculpture I looted from those bandits was a small sculpture version of the statue outside.
Oh, wow.
And then I sit down. What's for dinner this time? Is it the same thing we had last time?
Vegan shit. That's not vegan, sorry.
Siler actually
It's gluten-free.
went out and hunted a stag.
Wow.
So there's some fresh venison for the meal tonight.
Ooh.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Mm.
Alpha's a vegan.
I have vegan powers. Anybody, no?
Excuse me, can you repeat what you just said?
Did anybody get that from Scott Pilgrim? No?
Right. Anyway.
Okay. No.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm gonna start. Alright, I'll start this off with a question that I've had that my first is gonna wander and say, okay, so I don't know much about this or the history, and it's been on me for a while now, and I'm hoping somebody here, Father or anybody, has a little explanation on a little bit of the history of the Gem of Wisdom and why it was so important.
Oh, Tabby. Forgot all about him.
I didn't. I was going to mention him earlier. I was like, poor the most important person, poor
I know.
Tavidius, has been forgotten.
I haven't been forgotten about. It's just, you know, I've really kind of just been putting my nose to the grind here. You know, checking out the sweet library they have here, even though the texts are a little dry. Just not religion really isn't my subject. Sorry, Father.
None taken.
So
Literally forgot he existed.
that's okay. It's really
100%,
easy for me,
100%.
you know, for you to do that because I just kind of, you know, I'm a little mousy man who just, you know, blends into the shadows. So the Gem of Wisdom is what you kind of want to know a little bit about. You said.
Yeah, some history. I get it's a big important item, but why? What was it used for?
So
Now,
according to
during our time and in the past.
so according to my research, I have done a little bit looking into this, and as far as I can tell, the Gem of Wisdom was created a long time ago. It was created with two other pieces, you know, two other artifacts. So there's three artifacts total. It was the Gem of Wisdom, the Chain of Power, and the Brooch of Bravery. And I don't exactly know what they have to do with the door, but they have something to do with it. I don't know exactly what though. But that's from what I've found in my deep research. From, you know, obviously the colloquial knowledge is just that the Gem of Power or the Gem of Wisdom is the thing that powered Hildegarth Academy, you know. You know where the I know
And
the
This was probably seen stuff by us. Like, what color was the Gem of Wisdom?
It's green.
Blue, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry, never mind.
Is it the black gold dress?
No, I'm pretty sure it was the blue gem specifically entitled to us in the beginning of the game. Blue Gem of Wisdom.
You
Was
know
it
what?
blue?
Tavi doesn't know because Tavi didn't see it. So I'll leave it up to you guys.
Yeah.
And we don't have a recording of that session.
I was about to say, I'm sure if we can go back to that
Okay.
recording, you would know that you said blue.
But no one knows the priest here or anything else. It seems like a pretty important item.
Well, they just know that like it, like powered the academy. It's always powered the academy.
Gotcha. So you said blue?
I think that's what he said.
I'm pretty sure I
I'm
said
pretty
blue.
sure you said
It was
blue.
blue.
Blue,
'Cause
yeah.
Blue kind of goes with wisdom, and I feel like Craig could tie the two
That makes
together.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I love stealing ideas and making
He
them
really
my own.
does. Triforce, cough, cough.
That's fine. It's a good thing to steal.
It's
Power, wisdom, and
I
bravery.
like Zelda.
I love Zelda. Don't get me wrong. Magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was yelling my dog.
Why did I write the Brooch of Brooch?
say boots of bravery.
Brooch.
Okay.
Brooch.
It's brooch.
Brooch.
Jesus, Okay.
Boots of Bravery. That sounds like a cool item, though.
I
I like that.
Um,
make it sense.
Yeah, they're just drunk shoes.
Tavi, you're brave enough already.
So-
Oh,
But-
thank you.
Get what it is now, but what has been the use of this gem?
Well, I mean, you did the Keystone exam, right? The Keystone Project, Capstone Project, whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah.
That was powered by the Gem of Wisdom. The Gem of Wisdom did that. Had the energy to do that shit. Kept all the lights powered on there. It did, it drove a lot. It allowed a lot of experimentation and stuff to go on, just because of the raw magical arcane energies it contains. There's rumors that it enhanced everyone's, studying, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Where was it before it was at Hilgarth Academy?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who ruled? What was Hilgarth called
Just
before it was
curious.
called Hilgarth? Nobody knows, right? I mean, it's always Hilgarth, basically, right? Well, we know it wasn't always Hilgarth, but you know what I mean.
But well, we do know like this. We do know the time of the war and everything like that. Like, was the school just there the whole entire time?
No, the school was actually the school was formed in like the years after the big war, and it was like formed so like all the different houses could like train basically together. So it like would end up. It was like one of those like if everyone's training together, we're really not going to fight each other because we know what everyone can do, like. And then it just kind of turned into like the less military and more studying over the ages, as wars kind of like there were no really more wars.
Gotcha.
They put it all the way over there because it would take a long freaking time for the academy or like if the academy wanted to coup the capital, it would take a long time to march around.
Okay, so as far as we know, the Gem of Wisdom is a very strong source of power. And also, as far as we know, and how long it's been, doesn't have a limitation. Or, I don't know how to say it. Empty point.
Its power doesn't
It's
seem to be waning.
Limitless. Yeah.
Essentially, I mean, for all we know, it's been going for over 2,000 years. That's a long time. I mean, I'm sure,
It's like
all-
an efficient tool for anybody to take.
and I'm sure all the people that knew all the intricate details about it died at Hilgarth Academy in the attacks. If anyone would know most things about it today, it'd be the old Kroners there, but everything's torched.
see. Well, I'm not sure what our next steps are at this point,
At that point,
and I wonder if the rest of this world is going to as much hell as we've seen.
well, Samsara actually speaks up at this point. She says, "Well, I will be leaving tomorrow. I am going to be going back home. Not to my homeland, but back to my current home. You are free to join me if you wish. I'm sure they will all welcome you there, being the meritorious people you are."
May I ask where that is?
Have you heard of Farrell Dunn?
Map up. I don't exactly know where that is to answer that question. Where's the map?
Oh, here, let me
Bam!
Bam! Where's
So
Magic.
Farrell Dunn. Let me get my good old white text up here for the
For the less literate, I'm just kidding.
and there's Farrell Dunn.
Where?
Oh yeah, the city of Farrell Dawn. Okay. The lore city that we just got.
Okay, yeah.
Where the dwarves endlessly hammer away at the Skyforge.
Actually, it's called the Atlas Forge, not
You know
the
what?
Sky
I don't
Forge.
give
All
a damn,
right.
you're right. I don't have that shit perfectly fucking memorized. Go f- yourself. I read
Why don't you
one
go
time.
study? All right, maybe.
I've heard.
My character's not
I've
the
heard
smartest.
little about Feral Dun. It's at the. I know it's at the edge of the Great Forest.
Yes. Master Bolson took me in there and has watched over me for quite some time. He, in return, I actually go foraging into Sheridan Forest for him.
I see.
But I
Aaron-
believe there he will be able to keep me safe.
Aaron Siler, you probably know this place better than I.
Why would you assume that?
It's at the edge of your homeland.
They are.
Wrong edge of the continent.
Yeah, actually, they're
You
from-
first said you were over here.
Yeah,
No,
well,
Craig said he wanted me to be from over
yeah,
there.
and
but
then
I
he
said I
started
was
talking
from-
about how he was over from this forest on the right hand side here,
Yeah.
which I actually liked much better. But yeah,
I
sorry.
thought it was
Sorry,
over
we could
there.
we can
Okay.
retcon that last part. I'll edit it out in post.
I gotcha. Over there. Okay, all right. I'm just taking in a little bit right now.
That's fine. Yeah, they're really close to the academy.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay, retcon a lot of this for a minute right now. This forest over here though is the one you did the
Lore 4.
lure
Yes.
for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Yes.
Okay, Matt, you missed the fact that Samsara said she's leaving in the morning to travel back to her home. Her home, Farrell Dunn.
Wow. Wait, isn't that where she was making her pilgrimage to?
No, she was making her pilgrimage to. There's down here in the desert. There's a
Oh, okay.
sanctuary down there. She was making her way down there, but
Okay, so there's orcs in the west.
No,
Well,
it's a free city of everything. They don't discriminate.
she's half orc, to be fair. But she yeah, she said she wanted to like one of the master, one of the masters there looks over.
Oh, okay.
So you can come if you wish, but I leave at dawn.
And so everybody Everybody wants to go.
I don't know if we have another direction to head towards at this point.
Well, wait, didn't. Sorry, this is out of character, but was Arun heading to?
I mean, if he doesn't
I
want to
haven't said
speak up
anything yet.
now,
No, I'm
he's
going
not saying
to.
anything. So.
That's
He
because I
hasn't
haven't
said
got.
anything.
I'm listening to the conversation. All right.
Then I'm about to whisper you, Arun. So,
Okay.
but continue, Matt and Ryan.
I mean, at this point, I don't know. So I'm going to.
Fuck.
We
I don't know
Can
where
you
else
give me?
to
Can you give me
go.
1 second
So
again? Sorry.
I will.
we
I
just
will-
killed a dragon. We got a prophet and like a crazy shit going on in the capital, and we're just taking her home to Pharaoh Dunn. Like what?
We might as well see what the rest of the what's happening in the rest of the world. We don't know. We've gone to Kantaro in the capital.
We gotta find a way to track down that priest guy.
He's obviously still in the. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's still in the capital. Is that what you're saying? Go back to the capital?
I'm saying
For
I
Merrick,
mean-
if you think that's a good idea, you go. I'm not going back there anytime soon.
so. You're just cool with letting them keep doing what they're doing.
I don't know how we can stop it at this point. They have an army. We are a much small group. If you're ready to take down an army, good for you. I'm not there. We need help. We need to find out what's really going on, what their end goal is. They're already the capital. What more could they want?
Everything. Undeniable lordship over everything.
But we still don't know what that means.
Well, obviously they have a way to
What if they
Invade my
succeed with their
forest,
plan while
kill my people.
we're tripping around?
Kill your people? What do you mean?
Tyler and me were talking one night, and he told me about how humans and
Arun, are you sure you want to tell them this? I mean, can we trust them?
through what we've been through, I do trust them, even though the personalities are not much of
If
something I care for.
if you trust them, then I do as well. I'm sorry.
Alright.
I am sorry, friends.
We are talking about leaving the group because we need to find our queen. Humans invaded the forest. They killed our people. They injured our queen. Through what me and Siler were talking, apparently it came to, fruition that our people are being turned into those magic crystals, most likely. If you remember the gnome that ran away, an elf in the bathtub, or in the tub, rained blood everywhere. And this feather that I found during our adventures, and I pull out the Pristine Raven feather, that is like no other feather you'll find in the wild. I need to part ways and find the queen.
Sorry, I'm back again.
Wait, Arun, are you telling me those cells that
Those purple
tub
gems.
of blood was
Are my-
all of your people?
Yes, it was.
I can only assume it was. Didn't see anybody else, any other creatures laying around. One of my comrades drained blood in the bathtub. Tyler said
We
everybody's
came in
been
there
going missing.
20 strong, and I'm the only one left to wear.
Do you think going to village, do you think there's people left we could help?
I'm Not suggesting going to the village. Not my forest. No, apparently it's not safe there anymore. And from what Siler has told me, it seems like the Banshee Queen or the Raven Queen has fled. And we had a vision the other night of a broken raven bathing in a moonlit pond, trees as tall as pillars. And we need to find out where this is. That is where I'm heading. Nowhere else.
Is it that way? We've met people. They spread rumors. You're
We
kind
are-
of being blamed for this.
Yes. We are being blamed for the destruction of Hilgarth Academy. We are being hunted like savage animals by the humans. See why I left you before we got to the capital? I don't know I could trust you fully. Especially with the way you acted towards others that weren't human.
I'm going to get up from the table. And I'm going to walk to Samsara. And I'm going to wish her good luck on her journey in the morning. And then I'm going to walk to Arun, my hand on her shoulder, and say, we've gone through this far together. We can handle this. I will come with you.
Need not
And
waste
we'll
your time.
figure
on
out.
this.
It's not a waste of time. This
She's
is
my
this
queen.
is what we're trying to fight. What they're doing to anybody in this land. What if you're not? What if you're just the first? They move to anyone else's people. We need to stop this as soon as we can.
I don't know what forces we're fighting, though. There's magic beyond our recognition. Their power is. We do not know the bounds of it. If they're so easily to march into Raven Queen's forest, where she is considered almost as strong as a god, and beat her and her hunting party, why risk your life? Something that does not concern you.
You've risked your life with me this far. And I will follow you through this.
Do you think these are isolated incidents? Samsara speaks up.
I do not know.
Do you think it is coincidence that the Raven Queen was driven out of her ancestral grounds and Belusian's on the move? Do you think all of these incidents are separate threads on the wheel of fate?
I am no seer.
I do
Merely
not.
the follower of the Raven Queen, loyal to the end.
I do not.
And
I
when
do
my
not think they are isolated. I think yet you have some role to play.
It all seems interlocked. Everything that we've been going through from Jennifer, the school that we first started with, the attack was blamed on your people. Your people were in the capital. It's not just going to this to save your queen. Of course we want to do that. But you guys, that may be the bigger play that we need to head towards. If your queen's still alive, we need to do everything we can do to help. Because what if, at this point, what if she's the greater power they need? They're taking you guys, her followers. For all we know, she's the end goal at this point.
all I can say from speculation is if they do get their hands on her, and they're able to create gyms as powerful as that with our blood to turn people into dragons, with our blood, there's no limit to what they could do.
I know who might be able to point you in not point in the direction, I say. Sorry, Common is not my mother tongue. how to clear some of the questions from your brains.
I bet it's
I-
not Baylor.
Bet you it's in Feral Dune.
It's actually not in Feral Dune, but I can read your mind. No, I'm kidding. It's you're talking about these crystals, these gems, these Sendu stones. I know who, or may I say what, might be able to answer your questions on these, or help you understand them a wee bit more than
Don't.
you do now.
Not looking for understanding of the gems right now. I'm looking for my queen.
Well, that I cannot help you with. The Raven Queen is very good at being. If she wants to stay hidden, nobody will be able to find her. I do know she is. Let's say, how I say, she operates on a different plane than my seeings. Basically, she is working in my blind spots. So I will not be able to help you much there.
Know of anywhere that has trees as tall as pillars?
I do.
Great, where's that?
You have not been far outside your own forest, I see.
No. No, I have not.
There is only one forest with trees this tall.
Please share.
It's Sheridan Forest, my friend.
That is where I'm headed then.
I have been into, not very deep in there, but just in the entrance I go into, forage for, different things. The good mushrooms, the good roots. So I could lead you there, give you a head start, if this is
I
what
would've-
you wish.
I would appreciate that, honestly. Guess we will escort you back to Feral Dune. And, at least I will. Me and Silas. I guess Philo's following, whether I like it or not.
I'm with you.
We will talk more on the road. We have so much to talk about, or not talk about.
I imagine you shrugging my hand off your shoulder.
Pretty much.
Goes and puts his hand and just like picks it off like a stinky. Sweet. All right, and yeah, you guys eat and drink. The Father Brahm, as it's your last night here, he pours out an additional glass of wine for each of you. Because he's feeling a little wild. And he says a nice prayer for you guys, and he thanks you for spending time here.
Slide all my glasses over
And
to
also with you.
Eric.
And they will
Thanks,
watch.
buddy.
He promises he will watch over.
That's why we
Antoinette.
didn't see Tavi the first couple night. I get it. The young altar boy. It's...
Uh-huh.
He's been really quiet. And like, as you guys are all eating dinner, Tavi's just kind of like,
Wide-eyed.
no, he's just like pushing his food around the plate, like not really saying much.
Oh God.
Fuck up.
I cast detect thoughts.
You immediately vomit.